What's goody YTBC? What's good fight fans, boxing heads around the world? B Marsh with another boxing video. So this is my breakdown and prediction for this fight we have coming up on September 24th out of Manchester, England. Anthony Crolla'S is going to be defending his WBA lightweight strap against, I don't know, should we call him a former world champ? Jorge Linares, or a champion in recess, WBC champion in recess. You know what I mean? I think the WBC gave the man Jorge Linares like a diamond belt because the man apparently, I think was it sometime early this year, 2016, Linares was injured. He injured and broke his right hand, you know what I mean? Excuse me. He injured his right hand and he had to pull out of a fight with Dejan Zlatican. In my opinion, the current WBC champion, you know what I mean? So, the man, Anthony Crolla'S getting this fight. I believe he is from Manchester. I know he's from the UK, but I think he's definitely from Manchester, and he's having this fight in his backyard, you know what I'm saying? And I think it's a good look for the man. Anthony Crolla'S definitely deserves it, you know what I'm saying? Definitely deserves a fight in his backyard. Coming off a big win against... what he beat? He beat Ishmael Barrosa. You know what I'm saying? Then he beat Ishmael Barrosa. Ishmael Barrosa was a guy of Venezuela. You know what I'm saying? A guy who was basically knocking anything and everybody out, you know what I mean? But his level of opposition wasn't quite stellar. You check what I'm saying? It wasn't no quality guys, you know what I mean? It wasn't no guys even in the top 50. You check it? He was, that guy Barrosa, I believe at that time was 19-0 with 18 KOs, you know what I'm saying? Before he got in there with Anthony Crolla'S. And initially I had picked Barrosa to win the fight. I ain't gonna lie, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie. I picked against the man. I picked against this guy, Anthony Crolla'S, in his last 3 fights. He became a WBA champion when he beat the man, what was his name? Dolly Perez, you know what I'm saying? I believe Dolly Perez is also from Venezuela too, you check it? And I think their first fight was a draw. And then the man Crolla'S, he definitely beat the guy in the second fight with a mean body shot. I believe it was a left-hand body shot. You know what I'm saying? He had him on the ropes. And he did his thing, man, So the man Anthony Crolla'S, man, I seen his fighting style. He keeps that high guard, as you can see. He's a guy who's economical with his punches, to say the least. You know what I'm saying? He's not going to waste any punches. He's a kind of guy, for a smaller guy, he's not that really big. But he's a kind of guy who likes to walk his opponent down, you know what I'm saying? That's exactly what he did with Ishmael Barrosa. A fight Ishmael Barrosa was winning on the cards before he got knocked out in the 7th round again by a body shot by $1 Million Crolla'S. You know what I'm saying? $1 Million Crolla'S, man, put him out with a body shot in a fight he was behind on points. But, the man Anthony Crolla'S, man, he had a game plan. He let this guy fight, tire himself out, throwing punches. A lot of them punches was even landing on the gloves. Before you know it, Anthony Barrosa gassed out. I don't know how, he's a lightweight, but I could actually say, look at his physique. He's knocking fellas out, but he doesn't look quite toned in the abs, as you can see right there, you know what I'm saying? You check it, so maybe he had stamina problems. It's obvious because the guy wasn't even really going the distance. Like I said, before this Crolla'S fight, he was 19-0 with 18 KOs. You check it. So, excuse me. So it's very rare that the man would even go to the distance. He only went to the distance once, But Anthony Crolla'S had a great game plan, in my opinion, to get this guy Barrosa out of there, you know what I mean? And this guy, what's his name? Jorge Linares. Now, Jorge Linares, let's speak about him, man. Jorge Linares, what was his last fight? I believe this was his last fight against Ivan Cano. It was a fight out there in Venezuela, and at this particular time, he was a WBC champion at lightweight. You know what I'm saying? And now you check it. This man, Jorge Linares, is a tall dude, 5'8". But you know, I looked at the man. What's his name's height? Anthony Crolla. Crolla's an inch taller than him. That's crazy, man, because I can't really see it when I see him fight. But ever since I've known Linares, ever since he was a featherweight, he was almost always taller than the guy, his opponent. You know what I mean? Now, this guy, in my opinion, Linares can fight. He can fight. He got a mean, I'm talking about a mean right hand, dogs. You check it. This man can punch with the best of them. I believe his record is like 40 wins, 3 losses, no draws, and 27 KOs. You know what I'm saying? But you know, this guy, he can fight, but this guy could get hit, man. Let's not ever get it twisted like this guy has a tight defense, okay? He can get hit. And I've watched his fights. I've watched numerous fights of Jorge Linares. And Jorge Linares is a kind of guy, once he gets hit, man, he's not a guy who likes to get hit, you know what I mean? He's not he doesn't adapt well or adjust to when he gets hit, you know what I'm saying? He's a guy who could take flush punches and he'll try fight. You know, he'll try fight in between hard punches excuse me, oh my God, excuse me, man. You check it. So the man, you know, the kind of punches he throws, he doesn't adjust well when he gets the same kind of payback. You know what I'm saying? Right back at him. You know what I mean? Okay, you know, I could say that the guy is chinny, you know, but it's not that when he's lost his fights. Those 3 losses he has, all 3 of them were by TKO or knockout. One of them was Carlos Salgado. I believe that was his first loss. You know what I mean? And then his second loss was to DeMarco, Antonio DeMarco, the southpaw. And I believe they were fighting for the vacant WBC lightweight title at the time. Like, if I'm not mistaken, that was a bet that Edwin Valero left behind. You know what I'm saying? Because the man took his own life, Valero. So that belt was basically vacated. You know what I mean? And then that fight, man, Jorge Linares was winning the fight, man. In my opinion, he was winning every single round. But DeMarco was tagging him I think it went 11 rounds. DeMarco was tagging him probably from like this 8th round. He was catching him. And he fucked that man nose up, man. The guy's nose was bleeding, dogs. That man he didn't even look like himself. If you saw a picture of Jorge Linares, and next to that picture of Jorge Linares when he fought DeMarco, he's not even recognizable, you know what I mean? And then he got cut in his eye, and DeMarco just proceeded to pound on them vulnerable body parts of Jorge Linares, that nose and the eye, and he just kept pounding on it, and it was leaking. It was real bad, man, real bad, you know what I'm saying? And what was the next fight? Sergio Thompson, a nobody out of Mexico. I believe even that was the next fight after the DeMarco fight, and it was an eliminator fight. You know what I'm saying? And the man Sergio Thompson did he definitely shocked the world that day when he beat DeMarco. I'm sorry, when he beat Jorge Linares. You know what I mean? Now, you know, the keys, in my opinion, keys to victory, man, for this guy. I think Jorge Linares is a guy, this guy's not no spring chicken. He's only 30 years old, if I'm not mistaken, you know what I mean? But this man's been fighting for over 12 years, you know what I mean? Even longer than 12 years, you check it? He's been a player, like a champion contender since about like '04. That's a long time ago now, ladies and gents. And I think the man, he's a come forward fighter, you know what I'm saying? Got good boxing skills, you know what I'm saying? Uses his jab to set up his right hand. Got a vicious left hook too. But I think, in my opinion, if he wants to win this fight, he's going to have to be real tight with his defense in the first few rounds, man. Because the way Sergio Thompson and Carlos Salgado, when they beat him, they beat him early, you know what I'm saying? So a fast starter could definitely get this man Linares out of there, you know what I mean? But Anthony Crolla, like I said, man, I picked against him in his last 3 fights, and he won 2 of them, 2 of the last 3. 1 was a draw, you know what I'm saying? I think the man is a patient fighter, like I said, very economical with his punches. And I think he's going to keep his tight high guard, you know what I'm saying? He's also going to keep a tighter defense than ever, because he doesn't want to get caught with them vicious right hands by Linares, you know what I mean? You should see what that man and Linares did to Ira Terry, some black dude he fought, I believe it was on Showtime. Oh my God, man, he chopped him down, almost similar to how, man, that right hand was like Tommy Hearns versus Duran, you know what I'm saying? He chopped him down like a tree. Boom, and the man fell down, and he was really moaning. He was moaning in pain, this Ira Terry character, you know what I'm saying? Because that right hand just came down like a sledgehammer. You check it now. This man, Linares, in my opinion, like I said, man, Linares is going to have to be the come-forward fighter. He's going to have to apply pressure on, what's his name? On Linares, you know what I'm saying? But he's going to have, on Crolla, but he's going to have effective aggressiveness, you know what I'm saying? Because this guy's going to be keeping a tight high guard, and he's going to definitely be, trying to slip punches. You know, he's going to be trying to make the man get tired, you know what I'm saying? So we're going to see, I think this is going to be a battle of staminas, you know what I mean? This is going to be a battle of staminas, you know what I mean? Who got the better stamina? With that being said, man, in my prediction, man, I think I'm going to have to go with the man Crolla, man. Crolla's been impressive me, man. And, actually this fight is also, the number 1 and the number 2 guys in the Ring Magazine. They get to fight for the Vacant Ring Magazine title. So whoever actually wins this fight supposedly is the man at lightweight, supposedly is the man at lightweight. Well, I really can't agree with that, man, because in my opinion, the guy, the man Linares says his hand was broken, but how comes he ain't going to fight the man Dejan Zlatikin when he was supposed to fight Zlatikin, and he pulled out of that fight because of the injury to his hand? Why doesn't he go after him? Now he wants to go after the WBA champ. He said he wants to bring the belt back to Venezuela in memory of the WBA president. They based out in Venezuela. What's his name? Mendoza, who passed away, you know what I'm saying? So, maybe that's his incentive to go for the WBA belt. Some people are calling this fight a unification fight. It's not, because Linares is not a champion right now. He's a champion in recess. He got a little diamond belt, but nah. Zlatikin is the real champ. The man, if Linares wants his WBC belt, he should have fought him. He should have gone back to fight him, you know what I mean? And, I think guys like Robert Easter and even Richard Comey will give either Linares or Crolla problems, you know what I mean? In my opinion, I think the best in the division is guys like Zlatikin, Comey, and Robert Easter, and even Anthony Crolla. But even Linares, there's a lot of talent up there at 135, you know what I mean? But with that being said, man, I think I'm going to have to pick the guy Crolla to get it done in his hometown, man. He has his home city on his back, and I think he's going to put on for his city, you know what I mean? I think he's going to keep his high guard. He's going to throw economical punches, definitely throw them body shots. You know what I'm saying? And I think he could, if he does so happen to cut the man, Linares, because Linares is a bleeder, man. He cuts very easy. I think the man Crolla could get it done, you know what I'm saying? So I'm going to pick him to win this fight by split decision out in Manchester, UK. And I think the man will be the Ring Magazine champion and the man in the division, according to the Ring Magazine. And if that's being said, he's going to have to fight guys like Comey and Robert Easter and Zlatikin and Flanagan or Mikey Garcia. He's going to have to see these guys. So let me know in the comment section who you think's going to win. I'm going with a split decision victory for the man Anthony Crolla. I think he's going to beat the three division champ, 130, 135, and 126. I think he's gonna beat the 3 division champion Jorge Linares. You know what I mean? Because really and truly, really think about who has Jorge Linares really beat to win any of those belts he has that he's won in his career. Let me know. B Marsh Boxing. Peace.